Greetings.
Hi.
Welcome back to Morbid Mondays, your unhinged source for what the fuck moments throughout history, where we will be taking turns giving you the weekly tour of all the gross, gory, and downright odd moments in history. We are your hosts. I'm Brian.
I'm Katy.
And I am a whole bag of jelly meat.
I am 5 raccoons in a trench coat.
Now let's get into it.
I miss that.
What do we have? We can always just do that.
Yeah, I
know.
We can.
It's not an issue.
All right, so.
I am a black hole of Morpheus. Morpheus the Depression. I start saying random crazy shit. I'm wearing a shirt that says that I made this, actually. CIA recording since 1947.
I'm wearing the most comfortable thing I own.
You own nothing comfortable. There's no way that's true. The most comfortable thing I own is a Japanese bathrobe.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the most comfortable thing I own, like, to go out in public.
Okay.
Let me preface that.
You
real
say
quick.
that like I won't go out in public like that.
Well, I know you will, but, like, once again, listen, listen, Linda. You have skinny privilege. I don't.
That's not true. If a man walks out half naked, he gets arrested. Except for the upper layer. That makes no sense to me. Guy walks around with no shirt on, totally fine. Girl walks out with no shirt on, it's a fucking incident. However, girl walks out wearing clothes that are basically just underwear, perfectly fine. I do it, get away from the school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. The double standard is wild.
It's just a really weird thing. It's just like the shorts are too short. They're like, what the fuck's going on with that? I was like, that girl's wearing underwear for shorts. Like you know what I mean? The boy short, bike shorts. And I'm like,
why is Maisie?
What's going on?
So. All right, so I came across this topic while I was looking at other shit having to do with obstetrics.
Okay.
In the medieval period?
Scary.
Scary.
We just talked about bones in between a lady's legs.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of, like, my algorithm is fucked right now. It is
want your bones.
Increasingly distressing historical shit and K-pop.
Which is also increasingly distressing historical shit.
Yeah.
No.
I could actually
probably getting better, actually.
I could do an entire, like, episode on the first generation of K-pop stars with their slave contracts and shit.
But all right.
So I'm sure that you can read it from there at this point. But we're looking at the history of the pregnancy test now.
Oh, fun. In medieval Europe?
Oh, this is the whole history.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm swinging all the way back into, like, ancient Egypt.
So we threw an egg at a wall, and if it drips to the right, we're on that level of shit. Maybe, because, like, right around the Black Plague, like, real medical science pops up for the first time ever.
Yeah, and you're still dealing with shit like the humors. And,
yeah, for a while. In a culture where nobody's allowed to dissect things.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Crazy.
Like, yeah. Galen was wrong about so much shit.
Fucking Hippocrates was wrong about a bunch of shit.
And he had access to bodies. You know what? The one thing that does pop up that I do defend in history. So for a long time they talked about, like, the wandering womb, right?
Wandering.
Yeah.
Wandering.
Yeah, not wondering. Sorry, the womb was.
Well, they wondered about the womb.
Yeah,
they're talking about the wandering.
The womb will think eventually, but it has to get to, like, birth. It has to. What's in the womb has to come out and then develop.
Yeah.
And then it will start thinking.
There's a process, but yes, the wandering womb.
And it does also wander. It just takes a while. Crawls at first. No, but now we of course know that. I mean, they thought stupid shit, like the whole organ was moving around. But we now also know that, like, the tissue of the uterus will grow all over the fucking place.
Yes, welcome to endometriosis.
Yeah, so, like, I wonder how much of that was from body examination. Of just, like, seeing the tissue spread out.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Wondering, like, well, what's this all about?
Well, and you also have, like, the early I guess partial understanding of, like, ectopic pregnancies and shit.
Yeah. Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
We zoomed in all of a sudden.
My bad. Could you see my pores?
No, it's our screen is zooming in.
Bad.
Their screen is perfectly fine.
I'm out of primer. Don't judge me.
Did you get the kills too? I'm just saying. Look, if this is my advice to cosmetic companies, and I have none because you can see my skin. I don't have any. Uh, so, so I have no real good advice. I have a thing of marketing advice, and I think this would actually work. I'm very serious about this. For a long time, the Korean beauty standards market, as I call it, has been trying to get men in the West, in like it specifically North America, and in parts of Europe, to buy makeup for men. And that's been somewhat successful with the rise of like K-pop and stuff like that, and beauty standards changing and all that good stuff. I'm just saying, if you want the average man to buy a makeup product that's supposed to be for like evening out your skin or whatever, DuPont.
What?
Yeah, have Sherwin-Williams or some fucking shit make face protector.
Face spackle.
Yeah. Make it male coded.
Oh my god.
Someone will buy it, if nothing else, as a gag gift.
The first male directed contour kit's just gonna be covered in camo.
Dude, look, that is, believe it or not, when you go into an army surplus store, olive drab, that's jungle green and olive drab. Like really, they come in old school. Like the old school Maybelline, not Maybelline. Who was the first people to do pancake makeup? I think it was Maybelline, but it's like the sticks of grease makeup.
Ah,
That's what it is. It's grease paint, and so it's movie makeup. Like
set that shit with powder.
Yeah,
So it doesn't slide everywhere.
so it's like Halloween makeup, but it's like better quality because you can sweat in it, which is very funny to me. But so it's that. But straight up, look, here's what the display will look like. The display in a fucking Sephora will be a paint swatch wall. That's how you color match, because that's what guys understand.
Oh my god, no, let us scan you. Let us scan you, or let us just match. Let us.
I need the
go off on like a whole rant.
I need the antique white and matte. Look, it works. You know it does. I'm saying that. That's a real paint color, and you're just like, you can see it in your mind how that would work.
Shell.
Yeah.
Is my foundation color.
Now, are you so you are in what, semi-gloss right now? Because there's matte. Matte is a makeup term.
You are correct, and I'm proud of you for knowing that.
Yeah.
No, but this is a Korean cushion foundation that I have powdered all to fuck because it is humid.
Guys, it's satin. Oh, come on. Light base satin eggshell.
I'm gonna hit you. God damn it.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, let's actually get into the show, and I'll stop interrupting. I swear to God.
It's fine. It just means that we need to do a longer pre-show.
Yeah.
Just get it out of our systems, because these quips, man.
So
I recognize that I'm a giggly bitch, but calm down.
So we're looking at detection of pregnancies.
Yes.
Which only matters to rich people, because everybody else is like, yeah, another one. They're the DJ Khaled of baby.
Listen, and we don't name them until they're like 6 or 7.
That's right.
We're reasonably sure they'll live, and even then, about half of them still die.
Yeah, they don't even get a gender.
So,
like they get unisex clothing and haircuts.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, infant mortality rate was crazy high. It's going back up.
I know.
Which is
first time in a long time.
Fucking infuriating.
Chagas disease has been found in several states in the U.S. right now. Assassin bugs got into something, and they're all over the country now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Where they're semi-naturally occurring.
So. For those that don't know what an assassin bug is, it is a creepy little beetle that I'm not exactly sure if it's a venom or a poison or a bacteria.
It's a parasite that lives in its snout, and it's the kissing bug. It bites you, and
then like 7 years later you drop dead.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's tough. We also have screwworms. See our episode on screwworms.
Yep.
Although that's getting under control very quickly, because we've got like 100 years of knowing how to do this. So.
Yeah, and also like the cattle farmers are absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah. If
because
anything will get
the cattle
Texas,
industry, like the beef industry in particular, is taking a huge hit right now because nobody's buying beef.
yeah.
Like I went we are so off topic. I went grocery shopping yesterday, and the beef wall, like at our grocery store, the big one that we always go to, that I'm not going to give the name of because that's going to give our region away.
Yeah.
Look at me being smart, not doxing us. The big old beef wall that's normally, like, it's summer, so it's normally picked clean,
Yeah.
full.
Yeah, sure.
But all of the pork and the chicken,
Blown out. Well, also inflation is causing that too. It's
yeah,
cheap. You
yeah.
you don't have a lot of money, so you're buying
Dude,
the cheaper stuff.
I bought another of the like 5 pound pork roasts.
Oh yeah.
So please be expecting to come over for dinner.
She makes pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. All right.
Housewife, I should. So, all right, the history of pregnancy tests. Now, we have briefly discussed this before we got wildly off topic and wandered all over the place, and now we're back. So, pregnancy test back in ye olden day has, like Brian said, throw an egg at the wall, and if it drips, congratulations, you're pregnant. Right on down to what we actual have.
Have.
Take two. What we have actual historical records of. Which is the one that I believe it was the show about Catherine the Great.
Yeah, sure.
That took the piss out of it, literally, by making the Empress of Russia pee on a rush of grain to see if she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And it bloomed. And congratulations on getting it right, showrunners. So yeah, that's an actual historical thing. It is in the Berlin Papyrus. From, like, I want to say 90 BC.
Okay. Fucking.
Yeah.
All right.
So, according to this papyrus and various historians, if a woman who suspected she was pregnant were to water the grains,
yeah. Everybody always said water something or soil the whatever, and it's like, okay, shit on it. That's. Yeah.
So they had 2 bags, actually. They would do this test with 2 bags. They would have a bag of wheat and a bag of barley that they called something else that starts with an S that I cannot quite remember at the moment.
Sorghum?
Slep?
Oh, okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Whatever their word for, like, thrushes of grain are.
Listen, I did all of this research like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we took a week off because we both needed a break. So she would water the grains of both bags every day for a week, and then if both bags of grain sprouted, congratulations, you're absolutely pregnant. If the bag of wheat sprouted, you were having a boy. If the bag of barley sprouted, you were having a girl. It is focusing on my hand instead of our faces. That's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna learn to not talk with my hands.
That's all right. It's been doing this the whole time, so we're good.
some sort of stabilizing agent.
Would it put it on a stand at some point?
Yeah, I get like a TV tray sitting over there. Our setup is jank, y'all.
It's great. It's awesome.
Fabulous.
Very professional. We've got a TikTok ring light in the back that is pointed kind of above us, actually, as you can see by the shadow.
Well, it's doing a pretty good job, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to get like fill lighting rather than like direct.
And then so my issue with this is what causes grain to sprout is amylase.
So
yeah, what's happening here?
My dear brother, they kind of got it right.
Yeah?
There was a test done in like 1970 something. I dug and 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 I could not find the researcher's name that ran the whole test. But about 70% of the time, like 70% of the time, I have my notes directly in front of me. The grain that was treated with the urine of a pregnant person sprouted.
Okay.
And now, granted, it was still a 50-50 toss-up on whether, like, it would predict the gender of the child. So that is...
Yeah, it's got to be way better than half to show any
throwaway. Yeah. But the fact that they got it right, and they speculate, because even scientists today still cannot figure out why the hell does this work.
Yeah.
They suspect it's the elevated levels of estrogen in the urine.
It's gotta be something to do with that, like a trace protein or something like that
Yeah,
that's causing it
because
to.
they discovered that the experiment itself, like the applying pregnant pee to grains of stuff of sort, still worked after the urine had been like boiled and sanitized, basically.
Okay.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
because they were looking for like the presence of like yeast fungus or something that might move that process
Yeah,
along. All right. Yeah,
I just smacked your knee. I'm
that's
sorry, bro.
okay.
Um,
That's okay. I do it. I do it all the time.
we're not used to sitting this close.
No, get off of me. Oh my god. All right.
We're fucking children.
So,
I'm a grown ass. I own a house.
yep.
Who gave me grown up money?
They do that.
That was a bad
They
idea.
expect a lot out of it, but they do it.
Anyway, so yeah, so it turns out that the ancient Egyptians had it right, or at least mostly right, and that was kind of the thing to do for a while. And then I told you I riffed on Hippocrates earlier because he had his own methods of predicting pregnancy that were wrong. But we didn't do trigger warnings at all for this one.
Well,
Listen, the roughest thing that happens in this is some animal testing and
Yeah.
and some animal deaths, which is like regrettable and bad, and don't do that. But it's not. This isn't an awful episode, but it is kind of a huh.
yeah, this is just like life.
Yeah.
You know,
So
in your face, peeing on grain, like you do in life.
we're on page 2 of my notes now. By the way.
Nice.
Get us trucking along. So the eight. Let me just here because like there's some good
Yeah.
shit here. Around 400 BC, the Greeks thought that inserting an onion or a bulb of garlic into the hoo-ha.
We're figging, are we?
Mm.
That's how we're telling.
Well, this is one of the methods. Overnight. So basically inserting said aromatic whatever it's classified as.
Hey, congratulations.
Well, yeah.
Like-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that drives me absolutely crazy because there's no consistency between the medical stuff happening here. Because there are records saying that if the woman did not have onion/garlic breath in the morning, then she was pregnant. And then there are still more that say if she did, she was pregnant. And it's infuriating because it follows the same kind of line of logic that they had for the human body at the time.
Yeah,
Like the whole human body is a tube connected to the mouth.
Yeah, and that everything in the middle is kind of like this vague sense of like mystery. It's
Yeah.
like Schrodinger's organs, because they couldn't, like, most people couldn't legally cut open a cadaver.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah.
Because he was in Alexandria. But like, look, I gotta. If you shove garlic up someone and then they have garlic breath in the morning, other things were happening.
Well, no, it's
That's
okay.
all I'm saying.
So
Other things.
I'm it.
Which required the insertion of other things.
I'm gonna tell you a really morbid fact.
Okay.
In kind of recent eras, one of the medical cures for a prolapsed uterus was to insert a young potato.
To give yourself what? Botulism? Because that would draw up everything
I
just fine.
I know.
I mean, you would. You might die, but
allegedly, it was to give the body kind of a cork and a stabilizer.
Okay. Ye old, like, vaginal mesh, basically.
Kind of. But the problem there, please
Don't do that.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
No.
If your uterus prolapses, please go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, this isn't
Please.
Dublin, and like that's like some weird racist joke about Irish people that somebody might have told in England a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
So that side note away from that, so the onion thing, because we're just gonna go with onion. It's weird because like the theory revolved around like a, you know, more blood flow around various reproductive organs.
Yeah, and onions are spicy if you just bite into one.
Yeah. And so anybody who does that is going to wake up with onion breath. I'm just telling you right now. It's also going to sting like a
Yeah, it's Allison.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's like enough of it will burn someone, like, because it's not capsicum. It's a whole different. It's acid.
So small scientific fact that some people may not know. Your turn to smack.
I know.
It's usually me.
Like, do it all the time.
The tissue in your mouth is the exact same tissue on the inside of your anus and B on the inside of your on.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to be PC because I don't know what words are going to get us clocked.
Yeah. It's the same as the
like I could be super clinical. I have no problem saying vagina.
No, the velvet tunnel, as we call it.
The love canal.
Oh, God, well, if you stick a bunch of onions in it, it might be.
Episode 1. No. But yeah, so the tissue in your mouth, the tissue in your I'm trying so hard, Brian.
As I will now call it, the beef stew.
Do you see what I have to deal with every day?
Someone's putting garlic and onions and shit up there, you know, and potatoes.
It's infuriating because like some of the more woo holistic stuff,
yeah,
still does that. Don't do that. Don't do that because things that are inside our aromatic herbs will hurt you. Anyway, but yeah, the theory around it is relatively sound, but it's so weird, the conflict between the two, because like if they don't have onion breath, if they do have onion breath, they're pregnant either way. Congratulations. What? Because the theory was that the fetus blocked the essence of the onion from coming up, but also the fetus promoted the essence coming up. It's really contradictory in any way they're wrong.
Yeah.
Hippocrates himself also hypothesized and apparently used in regular treatment to predict pregnancies a combination of water and honey.
Yeah. Okay.
And you say that now. His theory. I've been watching Drag Race again. Can you tell?
Yeah.
The
click. The
tongue snap is back. It'll go away in like a month, along with hyperfixation. But the mixture of water and honey, if the person was pregnant, was designed to create painful distension in the midsection. As someone that has gastro problems, even I'm over here like, what? How? Unless you are allergic to honey.
Is honey something that... Because I know you're not supposed to give honey to infants.
Yeah.
Is honey something that will affect pregnancy in any way?
I do not know, and I do not have access to a specifically like obstetrics medical person.
Yeah. To be like, hey, is there any actual like
because
truth to this?
Any of the other questionable medical shit, I will absolutely text my friend Jesse and be like, hey,
I think
there's any validity to this.
I think there's probably an error in the fact that like if this mixture of water and honey will upset your stomach if you're drinking a lot of it, because
it was given to the patient before bed. So if they woke up with painful distension, they were pregnant. I don't understand how or why they even thought that would work, because given the time period, which is 400 BC, they don't really have refined sugar at that point. So honey is used in everything to sweeten stuff.
Yeah, it's like
it's
the only thing to sweeten stuff. Yeah, like so
like honey and they were making kind of a syrup from dates.
Yeah, date sugar.
Yeah,
like
and so and that was it. So I don't understand how or where that particular theory came from.
I think it's probably a little bit of a thing that like, well, if it works most of the time, and that's the issue with a lot of these things, right? Because when you're talking about something that is either true or not true, and the circumstances of it being true are always present, well, then you're 50-50 from the jump, right? So like, it has to be, for something to test as true, it has to be sizably better than 50%.
Yeah.
And most things.
Oh, here. We were talking about the wandering womb earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It's already in my notes.
Hippocrates and his wandering womb.
Hippocrates, did listen,
I think,
do you need to talk to Freud?
I think there was probably a joke in there about his wife or something like that. I don't know. Probably
Anyway.
not. Maybe he's just a quack. I don't. We use him as this thing where it's like Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine. I was like, yeah, but kind of. But like for hundreds of years, it's not. It's like two other guys.
Yeah.
It's Galen and
Good job.
who's the other guy? I almost want to say Perseus. It's not Perseus. It's P. It starts with a P though. Shit. He wrote medical manuals that were like on the back of it's like Parsisis or some shit.
Was it Greek?
No, not really.
Because the only ones that are coming to mind are coming to mind for me right now are French. And that's because I was doing all of this.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, let's keep going, and it'll pop in my head.
So
I do this a lot.
Jumping forward, he'll message me at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Jumping forward into the various Middle Ages and whatnot, we have the Piss Prophets.
Excellent name for a punk band.
They are
Make it happen, people. The Piss Prophets.
That is in fact an actual term that was used. It is an official term.
Amazing.
The Piss Prophets. So these people now, and you and I have discussed this at length in other episodes and just in our spare time because we like to make fun of old medicine. You remember the wheel of piss?
Yeah.
The piss wheel?
No, but keep going.
You don't remember the piss wheel? I've showed you this before.
What the fuck?
Hang on.
The piss wheel.
Yes. The piss wheel, where they have the different colors of pee that mean different things. Piss.
Oh, okay. This is humor theory stuff.
Yes.
If you have too much of the wrong kind of bile.
Fucking go! Do the thing. Ah!
Oh my god. It's like
wheel.
a full calendar. Always done up. Always done up to look like some kind of astrological chart.
It's the piss wheel.
Amazing.
And the funny thing is, some of that is actually true.
Yeah, that's true. It's like if you can tell a lot by a person's stool and or pee.
It was Scrubs. It's in your poo.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whole song about taking a stool
well,
sample.
in this case, it's in your piss.
Yeah.
So.
Sure. If it's super like dark yellow to brown, if it's brown, you have a major like. But if it's like, I mean, by their system, by their understanding of the humors, right? The color affects things a lot.
So yes, humor theory. This does play into humor theory, and they Piss Prophets claimed to not only be able to detect if a person was pregnant from their pee alone, because of all sorts of variables that I'm pretty sure some of them were made up, or just homeboy was panicking at the last possible minute. Because I was reading, and one of them was talking about how you could tell a woman was pregnant by if her urine was left to stand for a couple of days, a pearly substance would form on the top layer of it.
Okay. I could actually see there being something to that.
Maybe. I do not know enough about the whole. Is it urology?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, maybe as the body is, because a lot of stuff comes out of your pee, right? Like, fats and stuff. In your pee. Like,
urine is your waste product.
Yeah.
Which is why I do not understand the people that like drink their pee.
No, don't do that. That's a great way to have other things build up in your system.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I need to whiten your teeth.
Oh, but yeah, talk to the Romans.
Yeah, but lots of things.
Lots
of things will whiten your teeth. You don't need to do that.
So yeah, the Piss Prophets will actually, like, you can see how humid it is by the curl in my hair coming back. My hair was pinned straight.
It looks good though.
Anyway,
so let's talk about Piss Prophets.
The Piss Prophets would actually give way to Uromancy.
Uromancy. Oh man, piss bending.
Come
on, Katara. That's the next one. You've learned blood bending.
Oh,
clean up the bars of Capital City. Uromancy.
Katara would though.
As a joke.
Would fuck people up.
Yeah. All these dudes catcalling. She just pulled
Fucking
the
loved
piss
her.
right out of them. They're all pissing themselves.
I always wanted her with Zuko.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that she wound up with Aang. I'm not. But like I was team Katara and Zuko.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they deserved each other. Anyway, so yeah, Uromancy. These are the same people that said that they could not only predict if you were pregnant, they could predict the gender of the child and the child's nature.
They couldn't, for sure. There are tests today with urine that are pregnancy tests.
Well,
Obviously, that's how you take a pregnancy test today. So they were on to something.
I think it's really cool how
Yeah.
pregnant pee seems to have been a deciding factor all throughout history. Like they recognized that there was something in it.
Yeah.
Which I suspect now that we have understood that it is probably the HCG and the estrogen.
Yeah.
That made it do stuff.
Yeah, your various chemical markers that react with a strip that can tell you quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
That we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, so Uromancy, Piss Prophets, all of that shit. They were out there. They were in the sticks, man. They were not only like, examining people's pee, they would go so far as to taste it. Which I'll give them credit that because they probably spotted some diabetics.
Also
Gestational diabetes.
And the human, we can differentiate between like people who are looking like sommeliers have amazing distinction of taste. So I do imagine, like, because there is something in urine that can tell you if you're pregnant or not. I imagine maybe some of them actually could do this.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like,
but you also have to remember that these are the same people that are talking about take a silver pin and put it in the pee, and if it tarnishes, congratulations, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And
congratulations, there's acid in your pee.
Mix it in wine, and if it changes the wine at all, congratulations, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Think about though. So when you learn to be like a sommelier, right? Like you eat a little.
Listen, my nose only half works. I will never be able to be a sommelier.
Yeah. But like they line up all the goblets and like every day they're testing new wines, they're trying to pair stuff, they're learning by tasting. How do you become a piss sommelier?
Uh-huh.
You're just licking a bunch of pregnant women's, you know what I mean? You're tasting a lot of pregnant pee, a lot of non-pregnant pee that are pregnant and non-pregnant. So there's a lot of old women in there, definitely. I'm thinking about this too much. I'm trying to logic this out.
I know, and
it's weird. It's a weird scenario.
I understand that you're probably correct, because they like Rome actually had pee emporiums. Like you could go sell your pee.
Yeah, but for like
laundry.
Yeah, they wanted to bleach things white.
Laundry and hair. Actually.
Can you imagine though? I wonder if the guys that were like really the Uromancers, right? If they just had like white teeth. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy if you're like walking around and it's like?
Well, do you know that? So speaking of teeth specifically, I'm sure you've noticed that, like, because you read as much archaeology stuff as I do, that most of the skeletons that have teeth that they pull out of the ground all have like excellent dentistry.
Yeah.
Until we start getting into
sugar.
Sugar and
that's what it is.
a softer diet.
Yeah,
actually,
we're not yanking on stuff all the time.
Well, and it's affected human evolution already. Yeah. Our jaws, you and I specifically, have gotten our wisdom teeth removed because our mouths are too small for them.
Yeah. Whereas if you are yanking on tough skin and meat in your like early development, your jaw should be like this wide.
Yeah, lantern jaw.
Yeah, you should have great big jaws like a boxer or something. Yeah. And there's plenty of room.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everybody had that Freddie Mercury going on. You know what I mean?
He did a great smile though.
Yeah. A giant great smile, but like because he had like extra teeth.
Did he?
Yeah, he had an extra row of teeth. It was like that's why he's got like the more room you have in your jaw, like the more tones you can make. And so like they talk about that in the movie. He mentions that very
my
briefly.
Excuse then.
You just practice. Galileo now. Look. So we're back on pissomancers.
Yeah, we're coming forward in time. And hang on, let me find myself in my notes here. Because there's been a lot.
Yeah.
They're like the one of the greatest, longest running questions in human history is, am I pregnant? Is she
Sure.
pregnant? Like,
It
because
might really matter. I
yeah,
mean,
you
like,
have
yeah.
entire dynasties that rise or fall on this.
Yeah.
Like,
Henry. That was the whole thing.
don't get me started on the 8. Which, speaking of, did you know? So I don't play um Dark
Around?
Souls.
Okay. Yes, you
I
don't.
don't play Dark Souls.
All right.
It's not in my bailiwick of games. Like I don't play Elder Scrolls. I don't play Dark Souls. What's the other one? Bloodborne.
Yeah.
They all seem to be clones of each other with varying degrees of storyline that you have to like hunt for. And I like stories. I play video
Yeah.
games for the stories. But I'm getting off topic. Dark Souls has some sort of merchant somewhere
Mhm.
who is wearing a helmet that is based off Henry VIII's helmet.
Amazing.
And you say that now, but wait until you see the helmet itself.
Is it just goofy as shit?
You'll see.
I've seen this helmet. Yeah, yeah. He's supposed to look like a little devil.
Ta-da!
Yeah. Very cool.
Like right down to the eyeglasses.
Yeah.
So
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's in Dark Souls. You find him like really early.
Yeah,
he's
he's
in
in-
Newburgh.
yeah.
Yeah, like you have to go around a corner into this building and then he's on a balcony.
So yeah. Anyway, so moving forward from Piss Prophets, you also have some that are starting to get a little more legit. Like there's one doctor of obstetrics, arguably,
Yeah, was
because
that's
gynecology doesn't really exist at this point.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, is there just a doctor for this, or is there just a doctor? Like,
It's basically just a doctor. But there was another one that was talking about he could tell by the vasodilation, which is true
yeah, okay,
in early stages of pregnancy. Some women, particularly fair-skinned women, will have more prominent blue veining around the chest and in their eyes.
okay. I can especially see in the chest because I
Yeah.
would assume that like you start developing like mammary milk production at some point.
Well, yeah, that's later down the line.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
not particularly that early,
Right.
but like at least not in most people. There are outstanding cases. Like there are people that still like lactate years and years and years and years and years after they have ceased to breastfeed.
Yeah.
Um.
Anybody on a lot of people on hormone therapy
Mhm.
will like very very common experience of trans women, believe it or not.
Huh. I imagine that must be
Yeah.
awkward.
I mean, it's probably great if you're, you know what I mean, as far
Well,
as like
yeah, it's
gender
like-
affirming.
Yeah,
So,
gender affirming and like mentally, but like
yeah, but
as
not
far
a
as
problem you've
convenience
ever
goes.
had to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and,
alas, no.
yeah,
So yeah, and there are a myriad of theories that come out, like on how to tell a woman is pregnant, until we flash forward into the more modern century. Welcome to the 1920s.
whoa, that's a big flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went. There's a guy in the medieval period, right? Actually, it's Renaissance, named Guy de Chauliac, who was the first, like, what I consider the first, like, medical scientist. Because during the Black Plague, he tried a bunch of shit, none of it worked.
Wow.
He was the Pope's in Avignon. He was the Pope's guy, the doctor, and a lot of other people. He got it. He got the Black Death, and so he started just experimenting on himself.
Let's go.
So did Nostradamus. Nostradamus was a
Nostradamus,
noted
I
plague
knew.
doctor, and
Yeah.
what they basically figured out is buttload of vitamin C.
Yep.
They made a lot of like stuff with rose hips in it, and a lot of the herbal medicine from the European side, anyways, that we know that works for things like flus and shit, gets its start in this era.
I wonder who figured out
Yeah.
zinc. That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Because like every time I got sick when I was younger, my dad was like, "Zinc."
Yeah, I imagine.
Why?
I imagine that's Chinese, and I say because of ginger. You know what I mean? Like that's a herbal cure in many things. Is things with ginger in it.
Ginger is like a germ buster, though.
All right, so the 1920s we have like legitimate science.
Yeah.
And we're starting to learn things at a super rapid pace.
So, 1927, a German scientist develops the A2 method, which is, and this is where my warning about animal testing comes in.
Okay.
Injecting the urine of a suspectedly pregnant person into that of matured mice.
Okay.
And they discovered that if the patient was pregnant, the juvenile mice would begin to develop.
Oh, because of the hormones.
Yes.
You're dosing another mammal with a ton of hormones.
Yeah, and the problem with that is that they had to wait like several days for that to like begin to take effect, and they had to kill the mice because they were cutting the female mice open to see if their ovaries had developed.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So lots and
Jesus
lots
Christ.
of mice death.
We just can't use like an animal that has like you know.
Alas, no. But
Yeah. You know what I mean? To maybe there's some other sign that could.
So they started they started experimenting with various animals. They moved on to rabbits in the 30s.
Okay.
And
At least now we're onto a meat animal that could possibly be used for other things.
yeah. And the same
Yeah.
thing, they were trying to induce ovulation in the rabbits.
Yeah.
But unfortunately still more dead rabbits because they had to cut them open.
Jesus Christ. They hand a dead rabbit to you. Congratulations, you're pregnant.
What do I do with this? Cook it. I don't care. It's yours. It has your pee in it. You peed on it. It's yours.
Yeah. Like that old Red Dwarf thing where it's like, I'm shopping. Mine.
So jumping forward again to 1947.
And now we have like X-rays and shit.
Yep.
Well, we did before, but now we have like real ones.
Yeah, but now they're like safe.
Yeah.
Safe-ish.
You're not like losing fingers to experimentation on them.
And so Carlos Miani, oh, that's a name. I wrote it and didn't try to say it, so now
Okay.
I don't know where I'm at. Discovered that he could inject frogs with urine.
Oh man.
With the urine of a suspected pregnant person, and in 12 hours, if it was a female frog, she would lay eggs.
And then you can harvest those and make dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
3 books on why this is a thing you should not do.
No, yeah. That's just a stupid Jurassic Park joke. That's all that is. All right. So, frog eggs.
Frog eggs.
We're turning the freaking frogs pregnant.
So yeah, they had a reliable pregnancy test that would give results in 12 hours. However, that was not something that everyone had access to. Like that was kind of costly.
Yeah.
And not only that, but involved you going to the doctor, and while the lab would have its results in 12 days. I'm sure you're well acquainted with the medical system of like what the lab says, and then by the time those results get to you, it's several days later.
Yeah. So it's like, am I pregnant? It was like, well, it's been a month, so you probably know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point.
God damn.
But it was not only reliable. In fact, there was a doctor that went so far as to write a note to the labs of between 2 OBGYNs and a frog, only the frog got it right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's super accurate.
It's super accurate, and not only that, your frogs are still alive.
Sure, because this isn't, they lay eggs all the time anyways. This isn't a thing. Yeah.
So, yay! It's a step forward, however.
Getting to that experiment is crazy, though. Let me inject this frog with urine.
Who the fuck
What?
thought of injecting the mice?
Yeah, that's just...
Like, I get that mice are kind of the,
Yeah.
whipping child of the scientific community.
Yeah.
But
it's still like pee. But I guess if you start off knowing something's in the urine, we need to test something in the urine.
Because that is historically like the go-to thing. Is like they know that shit.
It's amazing to me how much like ancient people, or not even ancient, but like old cultures knew things just because they had so much time to just watch things.
Yeah.
You know, like the word atom comes from like Greek philosophy, where these people figured out that, well, if there's a form of stuff, or if stuff is like everything is made of some kind of stuff, and that can be reduced to other smaller stuff. It's my favorite word, stuff. But like that, there must be some kind of primordial stuff. You know what I mean? Like a stuff which makes up all other stuff, and that's what their concept was. And now we figured out that they were correct. There is stuff that makes up of all of this stuff, and we call those atoms. Like that's because they called them atoms, and so it was like they called it like atomos or something like that.
I'm deeply enjoying you just reducing all of science to stuff.
Yeah, the stuff that makes up other stuff,
and it makes it do stuff.
And when
sometimes it's destructive stuff when you take the two stuffs apart.
And or you smash them together really fast, it destroys all other stuff. Yeah. Within like 150 miles, everything gets pretty fucked up. Everything gets reduced down to stuff.
And lo, I am become death of stuff.
I am become stuff. Destroyer of stuff.
Oh, and you thought you were signing up for a historical podcast.
All right. So we've got...
Just rename this shit to Morbid Stuff.
Morbid Stuff. Right.
All right. So... Ooh.
All right. So we've got injected piss frogs.
Injected piss frogs that are reliably giving the, yeah, you're pregnant, or the, nah, you're good.
That's a clip, by the way. That's going on TikTok. Injected piss frogs. Now you're good. Injected piss frogs. There you good. All right. All right.
Injected piss frog.
So, end.
All right. So there is a brief stint, and this is actually going to be another episode that I do because I discovered this while I was doing research for this one. There was a I'm sure everyone here is familiar with the morning after pill. If not in actual like chemical stuff, you're familiar with the concept of it. It is an emergency contraceptive. It is designed to basically shut the reproductive system down from wherever it is and drop it into menstrual state. How did I do that? ADHD. Focus. Okay.
So we've always had some version of that, whether it be like a plant found in Turkey or loads of smaller doses of poison.
Well, here's the thing. For a hot second, this I'm looking for the name of it. Primidose.
Okay.
Primidose was administered to women who thought they might have been pregnant, who like came into because they were trying to get away from the frog thing because there was briefly a frog plague, by the way. Did you know? Yeah.
No, by this we mean like loads of unwanted frogs.
No, the opposite.
Okay. Oh, no frogs because everybody was using
all
them?
all the frogs died because one scientist brought in a particular kind of frog, like from I want to say Africa.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's correct.
Did it eat them?
Well, no. It kind of its natural biome came with a fungus that when it was brought over here, frogs did as they do and they escape and become, froggily invasive.
And these frogs were immune to said fungus, but everything else was not.
Well, no, I think it was killing them too because it mutated or something. Anyway, there was a weird frog plague.
Yeah.
And like all the frogs died. So they were trying to build their frog reserves back up so they could continue to help people with pregnancy tests because that was the reason. And so that's where Primidose came in, where they like a woman would come in and she would say, "I think I'm pregnant," or "I need to know if I'm pregnant." And they would administer a dose of Primidose, and it would either jumpstart the menstrual cycle, and congrats, you're not pregnant, or she wouldn't menstruate, and you're definitely probably pregnant.
Okay. However,
Primidose is, you can actually look it up, and like I said, I'm gonna do an entire episode on it eventually because it's now on my little like list of Morbid Monday topics. It's like stuck to my pinboard on my desk. But it was causing, it is confirmed to have caused a myriad of birth defects. Like you can, you can look it up.
This is like early medical testing in Guatemala kind of shit.
Yeah, they shut it down pretty early because of that.
Yeah.
And there is, in fact, I want to say it's still going on, but I'm not really sure. I only briefly looked into it. But there's still a class action lawsuit going on.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holy shit. Yeah, because
lots
some
and
of these
lots and
people are
lots.
still alive.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Yes,
holy
they
shit.
are.
I mean, they'll be very old, but like, damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ooh, we're on the last page of my notes. Dun dun dun. Bam 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 bam. So we've had frogs. We've had a frog plague. We've had the questionable drug. Now we're moving into the 60s and the 70s.
Sexual revolution time.
And everybody needs to know if they are pregnant.
Yeah.
Because
In fact,
contraceptives fail.
this is kind of the thing that starts. The pill is kind of the thing that starts, like, the wave of the feminist sexual revolution.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about being pregnant anymore.
Yeah. And it's, wow, that's fantastic and magnificently liberating, especially considering the puritanical views on sexuality and pregnancy and, you know, the woman's role and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was partially raised in some of that. I wasn't raised in a cult like my sister, thank God. But
I've always thought that, like, it's amazing that the devil is always depicted as a man, considering, like, all the stuff that, you know what I mean? Like, the verbiage of so many, like uber religious stuff, because, like, you would feel with their, like, puritanical thing about that and how much more of that burden is on women,
yeah.
that they would depict the devil as female.
Or they would, well, I mean, they briefly had one, Lilith, but they tossed her out, remember?
Yeah. She comes up a lot. The word Jezebel comes up
Yeah.
way more, though. Yeah.
Raised in purity culture was wild.
Yeah.
Like, I was, you know, all of 12 years old and, like, you know, promising some priestly dude that, you know, my virginity belonged to my future husband.
Yeah.
Ironically, he got it, but
Here's your little ring.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird.
Never mind the fact that what is actually needed is the other little ring that keeps you from. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's not go into that because I will rant at length at how unfair and biased all of that bullshit is.
Yeah. Nobody ever came up to me and said, like, you know, no, little Brian, here's your. I need you to make this promise, and here's your customary.
Don't say that. I know where you're going with that. Don't say that.
Lock it up, you know? Clamp it down. So it can't hurt anybody. It's like gun safety. You got to put the lock on it. Yeah. You got to keep it safe or else it might go off, you know, randomly.
I'm told that's a thing that you guys have to deal with.
No, not really. I mean, like the random boner thing, yeah, but like that's not really. That's like a nighttime thing.
But I have like one.
What? Stray?
Yes.
Well,
I'm watching my hair just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger the entire time we've been filming.
You know,
fuck.
The bigger the hair, the closer to God.
No.
So, all right. So, what are we looking at here? We're
in the 60s and the 70s, and this is the, like you said, the advent of the sexual revolution and the kind of the, like, one of, I won't say the biggest feminist movement because that happened much, much, much earlier.
Yeah, this is one of the waves, though.
Yeah,
you're in like the second wave.
Let's call it the modern wave.
Yeah. We're getting into, you know, the feminine mystique and stuff is being written. You know, like the what we would consider feminism today.
Yeah,
is being
things that are more familiar to us.
Yeah,
there we go. Ha! We found a middle ground.
And you can drink. But you do have to give back your hatchet. You guys should have kept those. You should have kept the hatchets.
Honestly, those ladies in pink saris, though.
Yeah.
They're
bringing it back.
They're bringing it back.
Learn judo like a London feminist.
I was in judo.
Yeah.
For like years.
People are going to hear this and go, what the fuck are you talking about? We'll do something on that at some point.
See upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
And a previous episode.
Got them hat pins.
Yes. Hat pins that they had to regulate.
That's right. Don't fuck them up.
Well, don't fuck with the ladies.
Yeah.
You won't get fucked up.
You got to carry that nation. You know what I mean?
You took away our inheritance power.
Yeah.
Powder. Congratulations, now we have hat pins. Anyway, they're small daggers. So in the 60s and 70s, we start to see a focus on detecting pregnancy via hormones because, we have more modern science and stuff. Just dive it straight back in. No more fucking segues.
I'm being quiet.
I'm proud of you. All right, and they're using antibodies and antibodies and proteins that are designed to identify HCG, which I've mentioned before. Please do not make me say what that acronym stands for.
I don't know either.
It's human something something something. No, I just said I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
HCG.
You guys can look it up.
You're good.
Yeah. Look it up.
And they were using sheep's blood at first to do it, and because you don't have to murder the sheep.
Yeah, and you need to take these very specific proteins and such and antibodies from something, right?
Yeah. And so they basically, to break it down into its most like Cliff Notes medical journals for idiots versions, because that's what I had to do for myself. And I speak rudimentary medical. So basically the sheep's blood, once it was exposed to the human urine, the proteins in it would bind to it and clot if the person was pregnant. And they used that basically to like, okay, well, what made it do that? So they kind of the fuck around and find out theory.
Yeah. You've observed something. Now start testing to see why you come up with some reason why you think it's happening and then test it.
And they succeed. They discover what it is that's doing it and how it works, why it works, and why it's almost always accurate. Now, granted, a blood test is going to be 99.9% accurate.
Yeah.
And especially an early blood test. So if you need to know, dear audience, if you need to know right then, like right now, go to the doctor, get a blood test.
Yeah.
If you're in not so much of a hurry, 1967, Margaret Kane designs the first at-home pregnancy test.
Awesome.
Which I find it's fantastic that it was designed by a woman. That's very cool.
Yeah, because if it had been designed by a man, it would have been like the size around of a fucking Coke bottle or some shit, and not
about that. So the original home pregnancy tests, like as they stand, look like science kits. Like, do you remember back in the 90s?
Yeah, the like 3 beakers and a swab. Yeah.
Basically that. And Margaret Kane, who is touring a factory it's a cosmetics factory, if I recall correctly, that also has like a lab on the side, and that does pregnancy tests for hospitals and stuff.
Okay.
Because a lot of these places were dual purpose.
Yeah.
And she went, okay, but what if? And she designs this home pregnancy test that is more recognizable for us, of this like 2-step sort of system, and she patents it.
Okay, so like where she's selling the solutions that would normally be in something.
Yeah. And the let me read my notes here. Designs the first at-home pregnancy test, which won't get approved for regular production for another 10 years. But it will eventually get approved. And she does patent it, but it was weird and a whole lot of misogyny. But basically she patents it and winds up having to sell it for like 10 cents. And she never saw she or her estate never saw a dime of that until 2012.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a hot mess. But shooting forward in 1985, we get the rapid response pregnancy tests, which is, we are used to pregnancy tests where we're going to read out in about 5 minutes. And
so I'm old.
Mhm.
I do remember being a kid, and I was born in 85.
Oh, you were born the year these came out, though.
Yeah, so I remember the like 2-hour test.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
you would have to put them on the sink.
Yeah.
Like, because they had to be, they had to not be disturbed because they had like a solution in them.
Yeah.
And so like people would take them and they put them on the sink.
Yo, pregnancy tests used to be hella complicated. Like,
Yeah.
we're very, we as a generation are very used to the pee on a stick, put the cap on it, let it sit for 2.5 minutes, and
They
you
were
have your answer.
They were kind of expensive too.
Yeah.
And you really needed to take like 3 of them.
Oh, fun fact. So, I'll get there. But, yeah. So, 1985 sees those pregnancy tests where you have various receptacles and like you have pipette droppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
the same kit that you do like water testing with today.
basically.
That's awesome.
And jumping forward a little bit, the rapid response, the actual rapid responses, like I want to say in like 99 is when we start to see the like the 5-minute tests.
Yeah, the
And
like
then-
first response little disposable or whatever.
Yeah.
What's the company? They still sell these things.
I think it is first
I
response.
think it is.
I wow, so hilariously, I pulled a lot of this. My jumping point for this for this modern section was the Clear Blue website, because those were the pregnancy tests that I used.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to do any of this like 2 pink lines. No, I'm kind of stupid. I need it to tell me if I'm pregnant.
Yes or no. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Because it used to be like 2 lines or a line and a plus and a,
Yeah. No,
and,
fuck that. No.
And every brand had a different thing, so
Mhm.
people would get confused.
Yes.
It was your COVID test. If you're old enough to remember those, the 2 things, you had to wait for them both to show up. If it was one, it might be an inconclusive test.
Yeah. My partner and I were not fucking around.
Yeah.
When we were both actively trying and actively not trying. Clear Blue.
Yeah.
But I've come to learn in the fun little rabbit hole of my research that is this particular episode. The pregnancy tests that they do via urine in the ER, because immediately for all of our female listeners and viewers, you will know that one of the very first questions that they ask you when you are admitted to any sort of medical anything is, are you pregnant? Could you be pregnant? And if you say no or I don't know, they will almost always make you take a pee test anyway. And the tests that they use, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Are bought in bulk from the dollar store.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the corporation of the dollar store.
Yeah.
Not from like, there's not like a nurse going down and buying.
only on very rare occasions, I presume.
Where they shut down all the rural hospitals.
But,
it's just like somebody at the dollar store.
Anybody who
I was so worried when you're like, are you ready for this? I was like, if there's a fucking frog in that hospital.
No, they've long since done away with that.
We've gone full back to witchcraft. I've got the toad. Give me your piss.
No. So yeah, the dollar store ones. So if you're ever like in a bind and you need to know, the dollar store ones, perfectly accurate, perfectly safe. Like you don't need to buy the $20 2-piece bullshit that I do because I'm kind of an idiot.
It's $20 2-piece. It's either chicken or a pregnancy test.
There is no in between for that. Like I got a $20 2-piece. Yeah. Oh, are you getting like super chicken or like are you may be pregnant? Why am I from Jersey suddenly?
I don't know.
That? Where did that come from? So yeah, the pregnancy testing, and I found a couple of studies who like went through like the gamut of pregnancy tests, like the uber high end ridiculous ones versus like the 50-cent dollar store one that's like this big.
Yeah.
All the same.
Yeah, because they're all using the same active chemical.
Like there are only a couple of them that are sensitive enough to detect like HCG early. Like I want to say it's Clear Blue, but
yeah,
don't get me wrong.
There is one that's called like early detection,
and
right?
it professes to be able to detect pregnancy 7 days out from conception.
Oof.
Don't.
Well, I mean, there's a hormone response to shut off the,
Yes.
so that makes sense.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, that's the history of pregnancy testing. It was only 2 pages of notes, but it was a lot of fun, and I did a whole bunch of extra reading in all of this.
You know what? I will fully admit, dead rabbits was not on my.
Dead rabbits, dead mice, egg leg, horny frogs. Crazy. Uromancy.
And again, the Piss Prophets. The Piss Prophets.
The Piss Prophets are doing more than just pregnancy. Let me be perfectly clear about that. Like I wonder if I'm pregnant. Let me go to a Piss Prophet. Nah, it was, I wonder if I perhaps have a touch of the plague. Let me speak to a Piss Prophet.
Yeah, because I mean, like, if you have like a renal issue, if you have a kidney problem or a liver problem, or a bladder problem,
they were a legitimate part of the medical
Yeah.
at the time.
And probably, like, at least they could tell you need to drink more water.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't know.
Well, this is also a time period where water is not the safest thing to drink either.
Yeah.
Like,
You
go
get
drink more beer.
your weak beer, yeah. Your
Yep.
weak beer. People talk about that all the time and stuff, and they're like, oh my God, they just drank all the time. I was like, yeah, but the beer they were drinking was fucking water. I mean, there was
Yeah.
nothing in it.
It was sanitized water.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wine today is, like, crazy strong.
Oh, yeah.
Unless,
Dude, if
like,
you gave wine today to someone from back then, they would be like,
there's like, what are you trying to get me smashed?
Whoa.
Like, what is this? Yeah. Because people used to, like, literally water their wine. Like, they would make it weaker.
Yeah.
And then your strong wines were called as such. They were strong wines, strong beers, that, stuff like that. Like, people would say in the writings that they were stronger than normal.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy is that, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what. So but good God, man. The idea that at some point you had to go down to a bunch of very learned men who were probably like semi-priests that were called like the Piss Prophets by people is pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoy that a
Might
lot.
be pregnant. Must go down to see the Uromancers.
Yeah. Uromancers.
Uromancy.
Jesus Christ.
And
oh
their
my God.
and their wheel of piss.
How do they cast their spells? Wait, they're just drawing sigils.
Ah!
They're
No.
just pissing sigils on the wall.
Writing your name and pee in the snow.
Oh my God.
So yeah. That was
Amazing.
That was my adventure into historical pregnancy tests and my deep amusement that the Egyptians were kind of onto something.
Yeah.
I could not find for the life of me, because you know when I find a medical journal or I find a study, I will track that shit down like a bloodhound.
Yeah.
I could not find that study.
I remembered the name.
Huh.
Paracelsus.
Aha!
There we go. I was just like, it's
I
something
see why
with
you
a
were
P.
leaning towards Perseus.
Yeah, I was like, it's something like that. It's like not Greek, but it's Greek. Like it's Paracelsus.
It's Greek-flavored.
Yeah. All right. That's it for Morbid
Closing
Mondays.
thoughts.
Yeah, jeez.
It's fucking wild.
However,
right?
when I drink too much, at some point, which I don't drink very often, but the next time I get really drunk, the next time that, like you drink a lot and you break the seal and then you have to pee forever, I am going to announce that I am off to do some Uromancy. I've got some magic to perform in the stall. I'll be right back. Some spells and
Fucking
shit.
next time we go to the pub.
Yeah. Are you doing what? Are you a wizard? No, but I do have a wand. I'll be right back. I'm just in front of the urinal. Avada Kedavra. Avada Kedavra.
No. No.
It's amazing. All right. Are we good?
Yeah.
That's the end of it?
Yeah,
This has been our first recording.
Pissed all over that joke.
This has been our first recording of Morbid Mondays.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We do appreciate you. Hang in there with us while we figure out this new media and setup. Like, because I'm used to short form, so
Yeah, and I'm used to nothing. But some of these clips are going to be on TikTok. Please find us on TikTok. We're also Morbid Mondays Mail at gmail.com. And also in the YouTube comments, which are all turned on. It's 5 o'clock. That's the alarm.
it's the alarm to feed my cats.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next time.